Yeah, hey guys, I just want to do a bit of a wrap up of the endurance challenge. It's been a few days now since it's done and dusted. First time I haven't worn a Walking for Warriors shirt in several weeks. Proudly rocking the Young Veterans one today, but shows a bit of a transition away from the endurance challenge, and it's just about time to have a little bit of a rest and focus on the future. But before we do that, we've still got a bit of stuff to share with you guys. I want to just do a quick wrap up now. We got a heap of social media coming, heap of images from Adam. Super grateful for him for taking so much video and photos of the day. We're going to get all that stuff processed and up on the website. It's just going to be there for you guys to download and take whatever images you'd like to utilize there. Videos, we'll piece some stuff together and get it up there to check it out and bring back all those memories. But kicking off, we really want to just thank all our sponsors to start with. Obviously without them, the whole process of putting the event together becomes quite an expensive process. So with the support of our sponsors, we're like we sort of say at the start, 100% of our registration money is straight towards our fundraising for our young veterans here in Central Queensland. So I'll put all that together and give you a number in the near future, but I can guarantee you that it's around that $20,000 without even searching and looking for it. But I said I'll go through all of that soon and process it and give you a final number. We're just grateful for everything that everyone's done with the support, with the merchandise, and even that Facebook fundraiser. So if you want to still have friends that want to contribute to your efforts, feel free to share that link, and we'll see if we can get a few more dollars in. But in the end, it's all about building that community and supporting each other that matters the most. But let's go through these sponsors, So obviously a big shout out to Calliope District Community Bank, our Bendigo bank, local bank here in Calliope and in Gladstone branches. Been supporting us since the very first day we thought about this, when we went and opened a bank account, and we're just looking forward to a positive future working with those guys and making things happen for the community. As we said, with their 6 and 12 hour presentations, especially like those guys, that's like that community bank invests so much money back into the community in the way of infrastructure and supporting different groups, that like we should be backing a bank like that where the profits are going back into the community over the big banks. So if you're thinking about change or you need a banking product, make sure you jump into either of those two branches here at Calliope or in Gladstone there, and have a talk to the lovely people that work there. High Risk Solutions, we can't talk highly enough of David, Ali and the team in there. Our condolences go out for the terrible loss of a friend of theirs on the weekend, which unfortunately had them leave the event early and missed out on us talking them up heaps. But we love these guys, and they're just so big in the community, the support that they're offering all sorts of groups, but especially ours. Yeah, we can't thank them enough. So rock on, High Risk Solutions, we say, all the way into the future. This year we had a couple of new sponsors come on board. Walls Group, through Helen, obviously, who's one of our participants and big supporters. So we thank Helen for reaching out to the bosses, and we definitely thank Walls Group for coming on board and sponsoring us. Very grateful for that, and fantastic business. QAL, one of our big industries, reached out to us and said they'd be interested in supporting the event. So we jumped at that opportunity and couldn't be more grateful for their support. They sent down some volunteers to help us set up on the day, so we took advantage of those guys and used and abused them for a couple of hours there. So yeah, once again, we're grateful for that. And ACEs are back. We're back again this year to support us, as they were last year. Another fantastic local business. So we're really appreciative to those guys. Got to touch on Gladstone Regional Council. Both years they've supported us in the way of a bit of a grant that's covered our LED trailer, so we could put the images of our veterans up on it, as well as just their support in general. So we're extremely grateful for the people that work at the Gladstone Regional Council, the Deputy Mayor, obviously Khan, and the Mayor Matt for stepping in when we've needed their help to get things off the ground. One of the challenges we've had both years is being who we are and what we're doing. Like, nobody knows about us and nobody understands what it means when you reach out and say we want to run for 24 hours. It just sort of blows their mind up, and so it takes a little bit to get the message across and to try and explain to people. And right from the start, 18 months ago when we needed help, we reached out to Khan and they just made it happen for us. And it's been no different this year with the support of Matt and many other staff at the Gladstone Regional Council. So big shout out to those guys, and we look forward to taking more advantage of their services into the future. The Outpost and Halo Tech made the medals happen. So we're super thankful for them. 50 caliber casings. They don't pop up everywhere you go. So yeah, they're pretty cool. Definitely grateful for that. We want to shout out to ASN for supplying supplements on the day and sending the ladies down to serve it up for us. ASN are a great local business supporting local community, and we're grateful to be partnered up with those guys, with Ben and the team in there. So if you're chasing anything, make sure you head down and see them. I'll share the products that they gave us at some point. It seemed like they worked well. Everyone sort of took advantage of them, and there was no complaints about the way they operated or sat in their stomachs. So I'll share those products if they work for you. Think about checking them out, use them in the future. Our coffee, so Warfighter Coffee hooked us up with some coffee beans and some instant coffee for later in the night time. Also our coffee bullets all come from Warfighter Coffee. We were handing those out to our 24-hour participants when they were looking worse for wear, and picked a few of them up and kept them moving. So Warfighter Coffee donate a heap of their profits back to various charities, including Young Veterans. So if we get on and support them with our instant coffee, well, they're returning the favour and supporting firstly us, but secondly Young Veterans as well as a lot of our first responders and stuff. So grateful for Warfighter. And obviously when it comes to the coffee, it didn't get any better than having Tony and his lovely wife down there from Deja Brew making up the cappuccinos and all the fancy ones that everyone wants, giving up his time, giving up his weekend, and donating all the profits straight back to Young Veterans. So big shout out to Tony and that. They normally park up down at the Harley shop there during the week in the morning. So if you're chasing a coffee, and the other big thing about Tony and all these guys that we're working with is their commitment to mental health and community. So we're very fortunate that the people that reach out to us and the people that we reach out to are all like-minded. We're not just sort of grabbing money from anywhere. They're really focused on that supporting community. So it just works perfectly. Gladstone Roadrunners, we can't say enough about them. We're extremely grateful. And this year they donated $1,000 towards the fundraising effort, which was a great surprise and very much appreciated. But it's just the support of Gladstone Roadrunners helping us make things happen and providing that advice and guidance and just all-round support. So we're so grateful for the team there that do what they do and been doing it for many years. As we said during the other presentations, if you're looking at becoming active, jump on to Gladstone Roadrunners and go and join in on Thursday evenings for their walks. 17:30 in town, changes location every term, 5 and a 2K. If you're just walking, jump in and do the 2K. You'll get it done well within the sort of any sort of boundaries of everyone wanting to go home, and you'll be accepted and be welcome within that community. So don't be afraid. Keep rolling, seagulls. So without those guys letting us use those that location at Dennis Park, we obviously wouldn't have had the event this year probably. There wasn't too many other options for us. We'd obviously thought about everything, and Dennis Park suited and worked. And once again, we walked up to those guys and told them what we wanted to do, and they looked at us like a little bit dumbfounded. But through the conversation and a building of trust, they definitely agreed to support us, especially when it comes to supporting veterans. And then from there on, it was about earning trust. So this is where, like, what I want to say to you guys is the way you left Dennis Park on Sunday morning was just impeccable. We couldn't have asked for it to be left in a better condition. Thank you very much. Respecting the fields, doing everything right has guaranteed us a bigger and better event next year. So I take my hat off to you. We're so grateful. I did a walk around at the end of the event when we were all trying to race off and go home. There wasn't a single piece of rubbish on the ground anywhere. So that's just a full credit to you guys and the respect that you show Seagulls. And I know it didn't go unnoticed. I had a phone call from the president. I'd only just gone to bed, but that's all good. And he said we're good to go, so that's all that matters to us, because we're building that trust to create a bigger and better event in the future. And I promise if we go back to Dennis Park again next year, it will be bigger and better than it was this year. There'll be a lot more freedoms, and things will be good because of that trust we just earned through demonstrating that we can throw 250 odd people out there and not damage anything. And so we're good to go. So that was good. I want to shout out to our physios, Gladstone Physio and Fitness, for coming down after they'd finished work. They've been at work all morning. Our physios come down as soon as they could to support the event. So we're extremely grateful for them. I'm heading in there tomorrow to catch up and get some tune-up going on after we got out and did some running this morning. But yeah, like I said, we're grateful for them coming, help people keep moving. Once again, we'll work in the future to make that area bigger and better to provide those. But like with everyone, with Tony, with our medics, with our physios, with all our volunteers that I'll touch on, they're all donating their time. The band, we're not throwing money out to these guys because we're here to raise money, and we're just grateful for them to come and support us. So yeah, big shout out to Gladstone Physio and Fitness. Make sure if you're chasing a massage or a tune-up, get in there and see them. Our medics, what have we got? Ken, 24 hours, 2 years in a row. Couldn't be more grateful for Ken coming and supporting us and being there for the whole time for you guys. And Chris and Renee were there for all day and all night. So we're so grateful for those guys. Without them, we're sort of struggling to run the event once again, trying to chase those people up. So yeah, big shout out to them. They kept you guys moving with the strapping and everything like that. So they're just such a valuable part of the team that we couldn't be more appreciative of them, and we love them to bits, and thank them for giving up their weekend for us ultimately. I want to thank the volunteers, like all the people that put their hand up to come and help. I want to thank you for the ownership you took, especially in the morning, to get it all set up. Bit of mayhem and madness. As much as there's a plan, it all turns to when you get punched in the face, as they say. But you guys just made it happen, and we got it all together, and we spent the day supporting our participants. Yeah, we just couldn't be more grateful, especially the people that stayed all night for us. Well, everyone else was at home in bed, but just a big shout out to our volunteers. We just are so grateful for you coming and helping us. And we thought we had plenty there, so we didn't have to work too hard, but you still gave up your time, so thank you very much. I want to shout out to the Bucket List, the band, the guys that come and played a few hours for us during the night after Mark had already done us 12 hours on the track. So yeah, thanks guys, it was good. We really enjoyed listening to you and really appreciate it. So make sure you jump on and follow the Bucket List guys and support them. I want to shout out to a gentleman by the name of Stephen Stanhope. And why I want to shout out to him is because he generously donated all our patches, a lot of money. It was a big donation from him. He got them for me at the start of the year. I didn't get in there and shout out earlier to him because I wanted to keep him as a bit of a surprise for the Endurance Challenge. We've obviously sent some around Australia already, but yeah, this is my chance to thank Steve, and his support for Walking for Warriors all round and our veterans is second to none. But to make that donation to the group is just so appreciated. So cheers, mate. We also thank Steve for supporting Haley and myself this morning. We went out and did 6 hours of our virtual endurance challenge. We went and climbed a hill all day, or for the 6 hours. We got 1,200 metres of elevation, so we got it done. Yeah, and that was good. But Steve backed up 100 k's a week ago, 100 k's at the endurance challenge, and then come and walk around with us for 6 hours. So he doesn't get much better than that. So appreciate it, mate. Really, look, I guess I want to thank the committee for helping make it happen, but especially we need to shout out to, firstly, to Beck. Like, I don't thank her enough. You guys need to thank her, because if she didn't let me do this, we wouldn't be doing it. And she just accepts it and then supports it once she sees how important it is and what we're achieving. So yeah, we'll shout out to Beck. Make sure you thank her as much as you thank anyone, because as I said, without her support, then I'm not allowed to do what I'm doing. So she picks up the slack everywhere around the house and with everything, and as well as supporting, contributing and being there the whole time. So a very valuable member of the team. We want a big shout out to, we'll start with congratulating Scotty on getting out there for 24 hours after he helped us plan and prepare, put all the equipment together. Scotty sorted out all our registrations, run that smoothly. He created the bib design as well, and he's just always been there supporting us and helping us along the way wherever we need it. Big round of applause goes to Justin. For anyone that doesn't understand Justin's situation, he's living with a fractured back. He needs surgery. He's in chronic pain, and he's out there walking with you guys in the endurance challenge. So it doesn't get any clearer as to what the meaning behind this is, without when you see what Justin's doing, his commitment to the group and to everyone out there. Like, he's sacrificed the pain he's in. He spent the next 2 days in bed, barely been well after he got through Anzac Day, obviously as the president of the Boyne-Tanama RSL, and then he went to bed and struggled to move for a couple of days, and he'll continue to do this until our medical system gets in there and helps him. So we just hope that they fix Justin up sooner rather than later, because he's just got so much to offer, and even busted like he is, he's still out there getting after it. So he's a role model. We should all take a leaf out of his book with his commitment to community, and we're just so grateful for Justin and everything he does. And then Adam, so Adam shared some of his stuff, and he struggles like the rest of us, but we're just so grateful for Adam and everything he does for us. He did an amazing job leading the dawn service and the mid-morning service down at Boyne-Tanama as the MC. I'm not sure if that's the right words or the role that they call it, but as the vice president of the Boyne-Tanama RSL, to step up in front of those thousands of people and speak the way he did was just amazing, and we're just so proud to have him on board. He took all the photos and all the videos there for 24 hours. He's another one with a busted back, but they get it done for you guys. So grateful for all of them, and obviously our special lady Haley, who couldn't join us this weekend because of work, and has been a little bit absent, but is still 100% committed to Walking for Warriors and the young veterans and everything that we do, and she'll be back soon and ready to rock and roll. So we can't wait for that. Exciting times ahead. So I don't think there's too much to talk about with the event. It was a success. That's all there is to say about it. You guys made it the success it is with your commitment and your effort that you put in. yeah, we just threw the idea out there, and basically you guys have made it what it is. So take all credit for that. Be proud in your efforts. There's some amazing performances out there, and some just like mammoth efforts by many people, some carrying significant injuries and others just getting after it and not quitting no matter what, and that's what we like to see. We obviously are conscious of everyone's health and safety along the way, but we're still always pushing the limits, and that's what it's about. But we're doing it as a community and with support of each other and in support of all of you guys. So yeah, we're doing that. You guys are doing it, and it was just an amazing day. There is no sort of negatives to come out of it. Yeah, we've learned a few lessons from it. We will make changes for next year. There'll be a few little different things that you see come along, but the general idea is locked in concrete, and we're going to tidy it up and make it run smoother and better in the future. So we're excited about that. For now, we're going to put it to bed. I'm going to go and chill out. I need a bit of time to get over it. It's been a long 7 months. It's been an absolute pleasure doing it. I love John and the young veterans to bits, and everyone that's involved in there, and I'm just so humbled and proud to be able to associate with people like that and work with the community. It's been an interesting 18 months after that one little idea, but it's changed my life significantly and my family's, and I look forward to being able to contribute to community all the way into the future. So I'm going to go and have a rest. I'm going to come back fired up, ready to get after it. We're going to share some videos we'll put together and tidy the admin up. We'll tell you how much we raised. We'll get all the photos up. Website will be updated. If you want to order a shirt, you need to do it tomorrow. You need to get on and order it tomorrow. We'll be taking them down off the website. We'll be doing one final order, and that'll be done for the event shirts. So don't miss out. We won't be having an opportunity to order it again. Everyone loves it. Well done, Justin, on the concept. Well done, Mantis, on the design. Yeah, everyone thinks it's good to go. So take advantage of that. That's all I got, guys. 20 minutes. Sorry if you watch it all, you probably just skip it, but it's all good. Glad everyone got home safe, and Anzac Day was a very special day, and we're glad to sort of be able to participate and support our veterans in any way that we can, and looking forward to 2023. So you'd lock in that same weekend before Anzac Day. I think it's the 22nd, 23rd. We'll give you an exact date. We'll get everything up and running, ready to go, and we'll open some registrations up, start training. Probably that's the final thing. I don't know if it's still recorded. Let's have a look, see.